Hey, DeAndre. So real quick before we start the show, Alexis. Well, before we move on, Alexis told me I saw this joke on TikTok and I want to tell it to you. Think it's funny? So it's the joke. It's kind of like a dad joke. It goes, "My wife just got braces. Now all my kids are behind bars."
I'll left that.
Damn it! I should have done it last week.
I would have won. Yeah, I would have left that. Hello. Welcome to Mass Debaters. My name is DeAndre Robinson, and the shirt I have on, I know I keep talking about them, but they gave me the shirt. So the shirt I got on is from
says the top half of the word.
Can I finish?
Can you lift it?
Can I finish though? I was going to.
Right now it's the upside down DVD logo.
Anyway, the shirt I have on is from my favorite podcast, Bad Cancel. They gave me for my birthday, and these are my friends. Say hello, friends.
What's up, guys? Preseason football is back in effect. Oh, my name is Evan Amataki, by the way. Preseason football is back in effect, and it's really fun to watch Patriot fans talk shit about Cam Newton and try to hide their inadvertent racism because they think that Cam's just too bad at playing the game of football. I was like, no, you're a fucking 47-year-old white man criticizing a man who plays football. You probably got a little bit of racism in there, man. So, but they want that good old boy from Alabama to survive. Fucking... It's fun. Sorry, that's a personal thing. Fucking go Patriots.
All right. Hey, yo, this is your boy CJ, a.k.a. Two Girls, One Cup enthusiast. Check it out. Yeah, buddy.
Haters will say it's fake.
Of course. Haters always say that.
That's disgusting.
Enthusiast.
It's your girl Cam, back with another big cup of disappointment in CJ. That's it.
Welcome to Mass Debaters, home of community debates. We debate some of the most likely topics, like the two topics we have today. First things first.
I eat your brains, and I'm gonna go rock your teeth and things, because that's what a motherfucking monster do. Sorry, go ahead.
Her best line or fucking feature ever. I don't like Nick that much, but she killed Monster with a passion.
Monster was.
She killed
I'm about to play that later.
So
I do not like Nicki Minaj, and I will even admit that is her best feature.
Yeah. So we want to thank everyone that voted for us for the People's Choice Podcast Awards. I am pleased to announce again that we made the finals for the Comedy Awards for People's Choice Podcast Awards. All right. So we want to thank everyone that voted for us. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that at 2:00 on Sunday, I broke down. Actually hit the heart.
You cried like a little girl.
Dead ass.
He showed up without a shirt on.
He showed up.
Moment. Want to be in his light skin bag. Keep his shirt off.
Yo, he put on Marvin cups of the rose.
Okay. All the taco meat hanging out.
Listen, he showed up at my poker game Sunday night, and the first thing he did, he just walked up, give me a big
ass hug,
like
a big ass hug. I was happy as shit. Happy as a motherfucker.
Oh man.
So thank you everybody.
I'd like to just reiterate that this is proof that you're just a big ass motherfucking teddy bear, bro. Like the biggest teddy bear.
So some bad news. We actually did get voted in. However, our sister podcast did not.
Oh shit!
Texas.
Yeah, the Nerd
Damn.
Texas.
So we got to win for two states. The good old state of Texas and Oregon.
Fuck you, I'm in Georgia.
Crimson, Georgia.
Two states everybody hates. Texas, Oregon. And then Georgia's just down there like, we helped flip the election.
They was big mad.
Oh god. Shit.
Like I said, I'm not even into politics, and I'm sitting there looking at the map, and I was like, damn, Georgia's usually red. I'm like, Georgia's gonna do it's
not
like a fucking
anymore.
sporting. It was a sporting event to me. Like, I'm like,
it's a red state except for Atlanta. Now it's like, guess what, bitch? Not anymore. Like, you run this shit.
Got him.
So listen. We like to be like. I talked to Nerd Texas for a little bit. I talked to her. She's doing okay. So we do want to say happy birthday to her. Her birthday's coming up, so happy birthday to you. And next year, if you're in it, we definitely will vote for you again. Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's you doing the old school.
How your whole screen dancing?
You look at my glasses. That's how I'm doing.
How the hell? How the whole screen so dancing?
All right. Anyway, topic number one.
So topic number one, when I put this in the group chat, my thought was I want to debate on who the best musical group is that has at least one member of the club that went and had a successful solo career.
I chose Outkast, and strictly because I love Andre 3000. Like he could get it. Okay.
Okay.
Every day.
Wow.
Like whenever he wanted. Tap me on your shoulder, tap him on the shoulder. Like I'll roll over. Andre 3000. Okay.
So are you going to change his life like Erykah Badu? That's one person. I gotta say this. That's one. Listen, there's a couple.
She's got the most powerful pussy on the planet.
If I ever get big time, there's two pussies that will never fuck, and that's Erykah Badu and Kim Kardashian, because they changed the shit out of you for some.
And it should be any of the Kardashians.
Oh my gosh! Look what Erykah Badu did. Erykah Badu did to Andre 3000 and Common. Like that shit. That pussy is.
But I mean, like in her defense, it may not be what's popular, but it is what's better for you spiritually and physically. They live better lives now. They're healthier people. So
they were hard motherfuckers, and they turned into
her pussy will open your third eye type shit.
Basically,
essentially, yeah. Like,
my sister, CB4 in the motherfucking house.
But anyway, to get back on topic, yes, I chose Outkast. I think they're an outstanding group. I think their music overall, they have like such a, I don't even know the word for it. Like their catalog is like meaty. Like it's everything you could want. It's not fluff. It's not bullshit. But at the same time, there's a little bit of everything. Like things that have hit the charts, things that have just been slept on. Like Outkast is just something that like I think never gets enough credit. And then again, I repeat, Andre 3,000, 3 stacks all day. Like, okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
I can't fuck with it. That's real shit. I can't fuck with it. You damn right. I cannot fuck with it. Listen, real shit.
I didn't see that coming at all. I'm not even gonna lie.
Listen, real shit.
For real?
Real shit. I'm the biggest Outkast fan. Andre 3000 is my top 3 of all time rappers of all time. So I cannot fuck. Listen. So since we're going off with just the group, just run down their discography. You got AT Aliens, Aquemini. Everybody know what Aquemini.
CJ, Aquemini.
All right. I could never stick on you. All right. And Speakbox and Love Below. So that they are to me the best music rap duo of all time. I can't give their flowers. Like I can't give enough flowers to them. And then we'll go talk solo career with Andre 3000. Yes, Andre 3 Stacks didn't have a solo album. He didn't. However, his features, you put 3 Stack on the feature, it's a fucking rap.
His features, rap. the time he's hit movie screens, like he's made an impact wherever he goes.
So listen, I can't fuck with it. Listen, this is a fucking fantastic pick. I love 3 Stack, I love Outkast. I can't wait because they're supposed to drop a surprise album sometime soon. I can't wait for that shit. So I can't wait. I can't fuck with it.
Oh, sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, oh my God, Cam, I can't fuck with him.
Oh,
I can't. Outkast is my favorite rap duo of all time. Like Andre 3 Stacks and Big Boy are my favorite duo of all time when it comes to rapping. Fucking more so Andre 3 Stacks to me than Big Boy. However, I was introduced to Outkast relatively later because of NBA 2K when they had Ghetto Music on the soundtrack. And then I started digging into it, and then I started finding, So Fresh and So Clean, Miss Jackson, B.O.B.,
Bounce Over Baghdad.
Oh my God.
That shit hit.
ATLiens. ATLiens. Well,
that came out. We were in school dances like Bombs Over Baghdad.
Yo, the outro for Bombs Over Baghdad will get you. I don't give a damn what kind of mood you in right now. Your mom could die yesterday. You can listen to the outro of Bombs Over Baghdad, and I'm pretty sure you get hype as shit. Because that drum.
Not just the end.
And listen, so not only that, then they released arguably in my opinion, one of the most complete rap albums I've ever heard. And that was Speaker Box of Love Below, that double album. Between The Way You Move was great. I was heavy on Andre 3 Stack's side. The Love Below. Oh my God. Roses. Hey, it's just such a good album to me. Prototype was great. Oh my God.
Prototype.
So no, Kim, I really cannot fuck with this. Plus, I hate someone who's in a later album.
This much. I was like, they're gonna dog my shit. It's okay.
I hate someone who's in a later group. So we'll get to dogging.
I know.
But
I can't wait.
With that being said, Kim, I cannot fuck with it.
Yeah, I absolutely love Outkast. Anybody who really knows me knows that one of my nicknames is fucking Equipment Eye.
Well, come out 187, 5,000, 2,000.
187. Yeah. But Outkast is a great group. They got fucking hella awards, including 7 Grammys. And both of them are fucking breakout artists. They both have good solo careers. Three Stacks fucking he didn't have solo career with music, but he still went on fucking in movies.
He's everywhere.
He was Jimi Hendrix. He was Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. And he killed that shit.
He killed Jimi Hendrix.
Yes. Yeah. Now, actually, I feel better about this now that I'm going last. I feel better about this, because I already said fucking I can't fuck with it, and I thought fucking I was gonna get dog for it. I thought I was gonna get dog for it saying that, but shit, fucking
I did not think I was gonna get 3. I can't fuck with it.
I have 3 honorable mentions now that I think about it. Sorry, 4. Fuck. Now I know. Okay, my honorable mentions. The first one is D12. D12 is fantastic, and of course, the solo artist that went big in D12, Eminem. Granted, he was Eminem before D12 was really there.
That's what I was thinking. He kind of already had a career before D12.
No, he was in Detroit. He was in D12.
Okay, so D12 did come
before he.
Okay.
He was. Yeah, he'd been at D12.
So D12 because both Proof and Eminem are fantastic on their own. Another one is because even though CJ had it as his pick and he didn't want to choose it, I'm going to choose it as an honorable mention. It's the Wu-Tang Clan.
Son of a bitch.
I will also pick NERD because even though NERD didn't have a whole lot of success, Pharrell Williams is one of the most successful motherfuckers doing it right now.
They had the 3rd or 4th best music video of all time with Lap Dance.
Pharrell's a vampire.
BT Uncut. Just saying.
And last was A Tribe Called Quest because Questlove is still doing big shit right now.
Whoa, don't you dare disrespect Black Thought.
Black Thought's doing stuff too, but in the forefront of everything right now, Questlove just released a TV show on Hulu. Questlove is still the guy who's doing all the drumming and shit on fucking The Tonight Show. I think a couple of them are. I was gonna say
so is
all of them. Yeah. Anyways. With that being said, my pick was Nsync. Why? Because of Justin Timberlake. Hate him all you want.
It's gonna be May.
Especially because Dre has the biggest bone to pick with Justin Timberlake because of the Janet Jackson titty incident. But I like Justin Timberlake's music. I like Justin Timberlake more as a solo artist than I did him in Nsync. However, for a short period of time in the late 90s, early 2000s, Nsync ran shit. Nsync and the Backstreet Boys dominated the radio. They dominated TV and like TRL and MTV shit all the fucking time. It was that teeny bopper pop shit right in the middle of that time frame that it was Nsync, it was Britney Spears, it was Backstreet Boys, and it was live. And maybe not necessarily for y'all, but as a white guy growing up in a white high school, all them bitches loved Nsync. They was oh yeah.
Are you allowed to call white girls bitches?
Yeah, back before I started calling bitches so heavily, back when you can get a platinum plaque without no melody.
Oh, fuck. Nsync. I ain't gonna lie. I was a fan of Nsync, you know, and I was definitely a fan of the Nsync Backstreet Boy they fucking rivalry. I was all into that. Dude, yeah, I was all about that shit, dude. But I know the songs, music, but I don't think they're as big of a group as advertised. Honestly, I think they just a niche market opened up, and they stepped into that one role. Them and the Backstreet Boys did that. It was a niche market that opened up thanks to like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, fucking like opened it up, dude, fucking making pop music like more popular. Then they came in. Like now, there were other similar fucking groups like this, but the term boy band, hadn't been coined till they showed up. Yeah, no, but there were other actual boy bands already doing it.
Really good.
They weren't doing the pop thing though. They weren't doing the pop thing. Yeah, so 98 Degrees was one of the groups. They were doing it. Yeah, they were actually making money and being big until fucking this pop shit came out. And they couldn't hang. They
98 Degrees wasn't as cute, so they failed.
Yeah, no, they weren't singing pop music. Their music was completely different.
They were that sultry white pop.
Yeah, they tried to go fucking pop and it didn't work out. But they just got squeezed out by singing Backstreet Boys. But honestly, I think if anything came out at a different time, they wouldn't have been anywhere near successful. It was just and that thanks to like a couple of different artists who opened up that market, and they just stepped in right at the right time. But any other time in history, they wouldn't have been anywhere near as big.
All right, so yeah, I'm kind of with CJ. We've kind of had the Nsync conversation before in another light. So
we did do an episode on boy bands.
I believe they had the mouse behind them. Like they had that mouse power. However, I think the reason why Nsync was like so big was because it was a transitional time where things were more about like the music videos, and like they knew how to like perfectly market that shit. Like they knew their target audience, and they like what's the word? They saturated the fuck out of that shit. And Nsync was everywhere. Do you remember those little fucking things that had like 10 songs loaded that you could get, that like they were like the mini version before iPods were iPods? Like they made sure if there was a way to like push this music, they were on there in every fucking version. There was nothing, no platform, no source that had music on it where Nsync did not make sure they put their ass in that shit. Like it was, but then again, pop is kind of like that. Pop tends to be the most easily marketable, because it always appeals to the younger generation, and whether people want to believe it or not, the younger generation drives the music industry.
That house, the mouse power is definitely huge there. You'd think too. It's all around that key, like that early 2000s era. Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, all were Ryan Gosling. All were part of the house of the Musketeers. So you are 100% right that there's possibly, but when you're backed by arguably the biggest media company in the world, it's hard not to be successful.
That's what I'm saying. Like it would have been very hard to fail. And on top of it,
biggest company in the world at the time.
Yeah. And again, they were very smart about who they chose. It wasn't just about, this is when it started to not just be about talent. It also was about looks. Like this was the same time where you could sound good, but if you didn't have the look, you wasn't fucking making it, which is not great, but we understand now what the fuck it was. So they picked,
nowadays everybody can look like anybody and they're successful nowadays.
As it should be. Your talent should be the only thing that fucking matters.
100%.
But
exactly.
That was not the case back then. Okay. So I understand the choice. I think it is a very strong choice. Can I put them at number one for me? No. But you cannot deny the success individually nor as a group.
Couple things about Nsync. Evan's right. Fuck Justin Timberlake. Fuck him. fuck him. Like, goddamn, yo, I would never forgive him for what he did to Janet Jackson. You did all this shit trying to be black as you can with the palest skin, and then just oh, it wasn't me, it was Janet. When you pull her titty out, like, oh god damn it, fuck you. I hate this.
And
guy.
the bad part is he still was thriving within the black community, and then he pulled a Miley Cyrus, and one day just decided that that's not what he does anymore. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So, however, though, this is the thing about the art versus the artist. So my personal opinion of Justin Timberlake bitch ass aside, Justin Timberlake has some good music. I will say that. Now, if you want. All right.
Justin Timberlake.
Take the soul on my back.
All right.
Yeah.
Let you.
So, however, though,
the
reason why I don't like the Nsync pick more now is because I watched the documentary on Netflix. Pop. This is Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the pop, to all of the pop, the late 90s, 2000, early 2000s pop, took everything, literally everything, from Boyz II Men and whitewashed the shit out of it. Listen, if you don't believe me, watch it. This is Pop. People from 90 Degrees, Nsync, and Backstreet Boys will tell you that they took the managers made them take everything from Boyz II Men
because of how successful Boyz II Men was in revitalizing what it meant to be a group of men who can sing, and B, they were able to cross over to white people when a lot of black groups weren't able to cross over to white people commercially. And the fact that Boyz II Men was so successful, everyone wanted a piece of the formula. And so what did they do? They bit the style.
They took it. And then now, because they're white skinned, everybody liked them more. And then after
Boyz II Men started fading into the background. They're still there. They still have a fucking headlining show in Vegas that we almost went to.
Oh, well, I'm going to in October. If COVID says you can, because that variant. Anyway,
the Boyz II Men is still the shit.
Delta creeping up on our ass.
Yeah, Delta's
forcing Oregon to go back to masks this Friday.
Everybody's like, we outside. Delta's like, hold my
shit. Hold my shit.
The boomer variant is over, man. Now Delta variant.
so that's why that's just me. I personally, after watching more of that documentary, I don't give them props. Nothing wrong. What they did, now I know CJ said they would have been better in different times, and they probably wouldn't have. However, in the time they were big. I have to give them their props. They were big. However, because they took everything from one of my favorite groups of all time, I have to give them downhill for that. So honorable mentions. Shout out to Ice Cube, NWA. All right. Shout out to Tupac, Digital Underground.
Damn it.
All right.
And rest in peace. I forgot his name, but the dude who's
Uncle Phil.
Dude who's the lead singer of Yes, Cam.
He's talking about Humpty. Humpty. Yeah, that's the other reason why I had Digital Underground. Tupac and Humpty.
To do the
hump.
Give it a million. Do the Humpty.
I like my oatmeal lumpy.
Once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Some of the best funniest lyrics ever.
Come here, are you ticklish?
Come on. Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny.
Now stop me from getting busy.
I'm a freak. I like the girls with the balls. Yeah. I once got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
Oh god.
Oh, here's the shit.
My number three. Shout out to Freddie Mercury and Queen. Yeah, I said it.
Freddie Mercury did have a solo career.
Yeah, solo career. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So did the drummer. Yeah. All of them. Fuck. Mm-hmm. They all broke off to kind of do their own thing.
And then, last but not least, and this, y'all probably gonna laugh or boom the shit out of me. I don't
Jeep.
No.
Jeep.
Shout out to, because he has my favorite song of all time. Shout out to Cisco and Drew Hill.
I know it.
Wow, really?
Shout out to Cisco.
Wait, he has your favorite song of all time?
Song? Yeah, no, incomplete. 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 However, my answer to this topic is Jackson 5. Obviously, Mike. Actually, a lot of them had solo careers, but nothing was bigger
but
than
nothing
Mike.
rivaled Mike.
No,
Yeah.
would be bigger than Mike. How I know a lot of people going to talk about how they became a group. I understand that their dad beat him into the beat
him into superstardom.
He did. However, though, you cannot just take away everything they did. Yes, he beat him to stardom. Yeah, but look what Jackson 5 was fucking from the 70s to the late 80s, mid 80s. Go ahead.
Can I just say something? I feel like it's funny that people will try to tarnish Jackson 5 because of what their dad did, but not tarnish like Nsync and people like that, even though we know they were like mistreated by Disney. And like that's always just like, it's so funny because now we literally like, oh, like free Britney Spears and all these other people, and we're finding out they went through horrible things in their youth.
Which Britney Spears is actually free now.
Yeah, she's free now.
Britney Spears' dad stepped down.
Today.
He stepped down.
Today? Oh,
3.5 hours ago. Yes, she free.
Oh, really?
Shout out to her. But my point is,
yeah, like, Britney.
There's so many situations where the youth are mistreated, and some people decide, if it's a black person behind it, they're like, nah, and if it's white people, that's horrible. That's success. But continue, Jay.
Yeah, ABC. I want you back. I want you back. I'll be there. The love you save. Blame it on the boogie. Dance machine. Shake your body. Like, oh my god, yo, like the list go on and on and on and on and on. Like their fucking careers were amazing. Mike just got too big.
Tomorrow, ABC third album, which was hilarious that they just decided to name their third album.
It's like an album being like Untitled Project, just being named Untitled Project.
So I'm not even that big of a Christmas person, but their Motown Christmas album was fucking hilarious. Cause I hate this song. I Saw Mom Kissing Santa Claus. Because I always think that
Michael Jackson's like the Jackson 5 version. I Saw Mom Kissing Santa Claus. Yeah,
it don't matter what version. If you see Mom Kissing Santa Claus, I guess Santa Claus will be daddy. I understand that, but you don't know that you beat Santa Claus ass.
Ain't nobody kid beat no grown man.
Santa, you brought me a bat, right?
What bat? If you beat his ass, you not getting your gifts. Like, I
don't give a fuck.
I will beat your ass tomorrow.
You fucking moms.
I don't. Tomorrow, after I get my gifts, then I could beat your ass.
You cheating on moms.
Moms is cheating on me. So what?
Okay, but I can't beat moms. I can't beat I could beat Santa Claus ass. I can't beat moms. I could beat Santa Claus.
Listen. If that little kid in the Doritos commercial can smack that dude's hand and say, "Don't touch my mama, don't touch my Doritos."
That's different.
Kids can stand up for mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is bringing gifts. That nigga was bringing dick. Okay, he was a whole different thing. You would come to my house and eat my shit and fuck my mom. That's different. If you fuck my mom and bring me a bite, we can talk about it. Because I'm 8. Wow. Like, you know what I mean?
So can be bought. Okay.
Yeah, it's gotta be some.
Yeah, get it up. Can be bought.
I'm 8 years old, bro.
Oh,
you
man.
can buy me.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
So the entire argument here is always, for a lot of people, would be, can you separate the art from the artist? Yes, Michael Jackson's outside of music history allegedly whatever, but however, Michael Jackson is the most successful solo artist of all time, arguably. Like a lot, like him and Elvis's records still climb too. That's the thing. They're all but there's no denying the amount of impact that Jackson 5 had on the idea of a group of men getting together who can sing and sing well and perform. And I mean, obviously, this, like the Jackson 5 led to New Edition, led to Boys to Men, led to New Kids on the Block.
It's a direct correlation. Jackson 5 led to New Edition. New Edition helped create Boys to Men. Boys to Men created Your Choice.
Exactly. So the Jackson 5, in terms of pop music, revolutionized what it meant to be a pop group. If you watch the documentary of This Is Pop as well, there's a huge shout out to ABBA as well, because apparently a lot of shit comes from Sweden that we don't pay attention to music wise. But the Jackson. This is a solid fucking pick. It's one of the most successful music groups of all time. So you can't really argue too much with this pick. I mean, arguably, like Dre said, there is the dark stigma around Jermaine. Is his name? His name is Joe, right?
Joe
Dad.
Yes.
Dad? Joe.
Joe. Okay, there is the stigma
May he
around
rest in
Joe
hell.
and his treatment of the boys as well as all that stuff. So Michael just got superstardom level real fast. And we have to thank the Jackson 5 for basically existing because that's how Michael launched. And without Michael or without Jackson 5, we don't have the King of Pop.
Jackson 5. I love the Jackson 5. I can't really say anything bad about him. Dude, fucking the record artist is Michael Jackson. Like you said, he's the king of pop. You can't argue against that, and you can't argue against his talent or their talent. They're a fucking amazing group. It's just, I just don't think they're collectively they're not as big as some of the other groups that are already in this category. That's my only thing. That's the only bad thing I can say about them. Like they're not. I don't think there is like in other groups, but for their time they were fucking amazing. And I still fucks with them.
I think it's hard to really not give Jackson 5 their props, knowing what they caused. Like the pebble that starts the ripples is everything. You know what I mean? Like to this day, there's so many ways that they affected the music industry and music as we know it now. So I feel like there's not much I can say as negative wise, regardless of what was happening in their homes, because at the end of the day, mind your fucking business. Okay. I got whooped. If I would have got whooped and became a star, it might have. I would say it would have been made it better, but shit, at least there's some balance there. But yeah, you can't say anything bad about the Jackson 5. There's nothing bad to say. Right. Like there's nothing bad to say except the fact that again they started doing it. Like they all started to break off and do their own shit fairly quickly. And because by the time they really hit stardom and really were like top notch, like they were only a few years before they were of age to just say fuck this shit, we're out. Like, and that's exactly what happened. So I definitely can. I can't say anything bad about the Jackson 5.
First, I do have a few honorable mentions. Some of my words, motherfuckers.
They'll be extra honorable.
Yeah. All right. Of course, New Edition.
It's love.
We got.
Why does it this way?
Yeah. All right. Now, I will way back for this one. The Supremes.
I knew he was going to say it because I literally just saw a picture of Diana Ross.
Yeah. All right. And the last one's the Beatles.
Because every last single person had a good career. That's one group that every last single person had like
every single one of them.
They all said fuck. Yeah,
and the least successful of them was, I believe. Hold on, wasn't it Ringo? Ringo was like the least successful.
But still sold,
but he still sold. Yeah, absolutely.
It's still everybody fuck Ringo Starr is.
Unpopular opinion. I think had John Lennon lived longer, he would have been a better solo artist than Paul McCartney.
That's gonna be hard to agree, but Paul with millions. Paul with billions. So he hit billions.
Well, yeah, and John Lennon was assassinated. So.
Just saying, Paul hit billions.
No, I know. I think it'd be close.
Why was he assassinated?
I don't know why he was assassinated.
I don't know why John Lennon was assassinated.
I don't think they ever found out why.
He was killed by a fan. That's the crazy thing. The guy who killed him was a fan, like Selena.
Okay. All right, the group I chose was all right, Destiny's Child. Yeah, buddy. Dude, I think they are a phenomenal musical group, and I love each and every one of them. I think they're all beautiful. They're all amazing, all talented. They're actually one of the fucking best-selling fucking girl groups of all time. Fucking like last fucking top 10 hits, fucking a shitload of fucking awards, including fucking 2 Grammys, a bunch of Billboard awards. fucking like they have some internal fucking struggles with fucking group, but no matter what the lineup is, dude, they still fucking make hits.
With the lineup,
they still say hits. Yeah, they lineup has changed a lot, like over and over again. But still, no matter who's up in there, they're harmonizing, they fucking making hits, dude. They making hits, and fucking winning awards. Right? So they're no matter what the hardships is, they get in there and they fucking put in the work and they sound amazing. They do the fucking shit. And fucking and of course the breakout artist is fucking Beyonce, fucking Queen Bee. She's still one of the most. I don't give a fuck what you say, fucking Evan. Fucking, she's still one of the fucking biggest, fucking one of the most fucking demanded fucking female artists there is right now. So say what you want. You cannot deny that fucking she's a star.
Everyone knows the problem I have with Beyonce. This is gonna shock you though. This is gonna shock you though. I like Beyonce and Destiny's Child. I like Destiny's Child as a group. I never liked Beyonce solo. That it makes no sense. I get it because her career was way better, like money-wise, after she left Destiny's Child. However, Destiny's Child was revolutionary, and there's no denying that. Yes, CJ, Beyonce is considered a star, whatever, but I just don't like her.
No respect, bro. None.
I respect her bankroll. But I don't like Beyonce's music. However, when I was in middle school and high school, technically middle school, when Destiny's Child was right towards the tail end of their stuff, everyone was listening to Destiny's Child. Whether it was Soldier, Survivor, Say My Name, all of that stuff. Like, even I listened to that shit. I liked Beyonce when she was part of Destiny's Child. I also, I don't know the full story, but when she left, I felt like she dogged her homegirls. And I was like, I never knew too much about it. So that was what started my anyone who could just be like, peace out, bitches. Justin Timberlake was the same way. I didn't like Timberlake at first as a solo artist. It took me time to grow into it. I just have a bone to pick with Beyonce, but it's neither here nor there. But I can respect the fact that Destiny's Child is a fantastic musical group, and yes, she is the main solo artist. Kelly Rowland had a little bit in the limelight, and then she died off. Michelle is just nowhere.
Michelle does gospel.
She's in.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's huge in gospel. Yeah, okay. So in a different scene that I'm not a part of, she's huge. However, no, I will not knock Destiny's Child because I think Destiny's Child is the most revolutionary girl group of all time. In terms of, you look at a girl group, a lot of the girl groups were white bitches. And then you bring out Destiny's Child and it's 3 African women who are just like, we're here, motherfucker, originally 4. When everyone thinks Destiny's Child is 3. They dogged on them 2 girls, but no, this was like a huge step forward in music for women, in my opinion. You had powerful female solo artists back in the day who were black, but this was like the first time a real dominant black girl group was out there. So I'm not going to disrespect what Destiny's Child impact was. I just don't like Beyonce.
I don't think that as black girl groups goes, that Destiny's Child was the most influential of black girl groups. Me personally.
He said one of.
Huh?
Yeah. He said one of.
I thought he said is. If he said one of them, if he said one up, then I apologize, but I thought something else. But however, I didn't say that TLC was still right there.
Yeah, TLC came first.
Yeah, and TLC. If I had to choose between TLC and fucking Destiny's Child, I'm going TLC 100% of the time.
Every time.
Every single fucking time. The only reason why TLC is not on this list because they didn't have a good solo artist, and I think that Left Eye only did that one rap album that didn't do anything.
So my question is,
one too, I believe.
My question is longevity term. Had Left Eye not passed away, would they have had better record sales than Destiny's Child? Because Destiny's Child shattered record sales for girl groups.
TLC has
we'll
more.
Never know.
You can look it up. TLC has more record sales than Destiny's Child. You can look it up. So listen, if I had to choose between TLC and Destiny's Child, I'm picking TLC 100% of the time. Only why TLC not on this list because they have a really good solo artist. Yeah. I mean, rest in peace to Left Eye, but wasn't a really good solo artist. thing about Destiny Child is I was never a big Destiny Child fan.
You were. You just didn't realize you were. Because I know when you went out, it was like, I don't think you ready for this. And we was all shaking our ass. I know you was a fan then. Like,
I was a fan of the ass shaking. I wasn't still a fan of fucking Destiny
But what
Child.
was causing it? The root cause.
I'm pretty sure.
Is
I'm pretty sure the hips. I'm pretty sure the hips causing it.
Destiny Child
was causing the hip shake.
Listen. I wasn't really a big fan of Destiny Child at all. All right. I'm not a big fan of Beyonce. Just saying right now. I always think that out of the three, I would like Kelly better. Period. I thought that Kelly sang better than Beyonce. I thought Kelly looked better than Beyonce. I would just gonna keep saying that. All right. The one song by Beyonce that I love, I'll give her props for, is "Dangerously in Love" because she showed super range on that fucking thing. I cannot fuck with that. All right. That song is amazing. However, I'm not the biggest fan. But here's the thing about Destiny Child is it's not for me. So I can't. So I'm not really mad. That's not that. I'm not a big fan of her because it's not targeted to me. It's targeted to independent Black women, and I respect that. It is.
First of all, Kelly still releases music. Let's start there.
Yes.
Michelle, yes, she's now in the religious circuit. She makes Christian music, so that's why you weren't aware, Evan, and that's okay because Destiny's Child had its phases. The final phase is what people remember the most. And the reason they broke up is because attention-wise, they didn't feel like the attention was balanced, and it caused a little bit of disruption within the group. So they broke up, and Beyonce went and did her own thing soon thereafter. As far as for what Dre said, as far as for like the song you love that actually shows her range, this is what I do hate about the music industry. Beyonce will release an album and it always has variety. And they always pick like, I guess what's most marketable versus like the shit that really shows her skills. Like the songs that end up, getting those stars on iTunes next to those certain songs, they are not, if you're like an actual fan of music and like hearing range and things like that. And listen, it's not the songs that are starred. Okay. She goes off. But if you don't know that, if you don't listen to the album in full, you'll never know. They just get put in the catalog. The real fans know about it. The real music lovers who, are willing to listen low about it. And it gets written off. But Beyonce vocally, there are very few. I'm not saying unmatched, but there are very few that can do what the fuck she does.
She was number 3 on a list of the most 100 influential women in music.
Right.
Yeah. And
with that being said, I understand with the music industry being what it is, certain things sell more. It is what it is. But back to Destiny's Child, you're right. It wasn't for you. It was for me. And I love that shit. Okay. It's fucking fantastic. All right. There's not anything that Destiny's Child ever did where I was just like, this song is trash. It doesn't happen. And what I do love is that they've gotten to a point where they're still friends. They're still like, Beyonce never does something where her girls don't show up. Like that's not
the Super Bowl.
Like, right. That's why I was just like, there was like this small point, and I really love that because it's showing that shit happens, okay? But like family or like people you love,
family,
it's worth rebuilding those fucking relationships sometimes because now they're closer than they could ever fucking be. Everybody's doing their own thing and happy where they are. And I'm just like, it shows like a level of growth that I absolutely love. Just because you guys can't do something together, the one particular thing does not mean you can't be friends. And I feel like overall that is a very good message for Black women. So Destiny's Child is not something I'm ever going to say nothing negative about at all. Did TLC come and give them a run for their money? Absolutely. But honestly, TLC and Destiny's Child were not making the same kind of music. They were doing two separate things.
It was pop and R&B.
That's all, that, and like some of the topics and things that TLC did were just in a whole different. TLC was more raw,
Mm-hmm.
and a little more hood.
You can dye your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your
Right.
nose if you said so.
They address they
Yeah.
address certain things that Destiny's Child couldn't. Like
Got
it
it.
was definitely a more grittier feeling with TLC, but TLC specifically wanted to do that. If you watch their movie and all of that stuff, that was kind of like
Don't watch
a
that
whole.
movie.
First of all, watch that motherfucking movie.
Don't watch that
Little
fucking
Mama
movie.
did her motherfucking thing.
Little
I've
Mama
never
did
seen
her thing.
someone who I expected to disappoint me do so fucking well. Okay, don't you dare. Cause that shit was believable as fuck. She did a
What you
very
know
good
about
job
me.
playing Left Eye. She did a very good job playing Left
Ladies
Eye.
and ladies and
Everything else in
gentlemen,
life, we're not gonna talk about. But
ladies
that
and
movie,
gentlemen,
Lil Mama did
that's
some
listen
shit.
to this shit. Cam is 100% right. I will give her that. Little Mama, yo, listen. I will have my doubts about her playing Little Left Eye. When I found
Not
out,
Little Left Eye.
I did Little Left Eye.
Little Left Eye.
What?
Listen. I had my doubts about her playing Left Eye Lopez. I did. Okay, Left Eye being from Philly. I wanted somebody that could do. But Little Mama did that
She
role.
killed that shit.
She killed that role. However, if you take Little Mama out that shit, this was a horrible fucking Lifetime movie. Like it was.
It's a Lifetime movie.
It's a Lifetime
What the
movie, bro.
fuck?
I don't give a.
It is
fuck.
what it is, man. No,
That shit was
no.
horrible.
That's like saying,
Dude, it's a
take Batman out the DC. It's a horrible fuck. We know. I think Wendy Williams
it was
was
a
in
good
charge of that
movie for
shit.
Lifetime
Of
He
course
movie.
it
was.
wrong.
It was bad. It
Of
was
course
so.
it was.
I was so
Like,
pissed
what
off.
the-
God damn.
Listen.
That's why I expected to be so disappointed. And Little Mama carried that fucking movie on her back.
So Outkast is number one. Nsync is number two for me. Jackson 5. No, Destiny's Child will be 3, and then Jackson 5 for me, just because I the scale of what I would listen to, like the Jackson 5 and Beyonce, or Destiny's Child, sorry, I have the go-to songs for each group. However, I wouldn't put I can't do 3A and 3B, so I'll put Destiny's Child 3, Jackson 5 4.
Okay, Outkast number 1, Destiny's Child number 2, Jackson 5 number 3, and Nsync number 4.
Outkast number 1. This is very hard. I'm gonna throw a wrench in it shit. Outkast number 1. Destiny's Child number 2. I almost said Michael Jackson. Jackson 5 number 3.
I did it too.
And Nsync, and they copying asses number 4.
All right. So Outkast number 1. That was the most shocking
Outkast
pick.
clean sweep.
Yeah, that's the most shocking pick of the thing. So Outkast number 1, J5 number 2, Nsync number J5. Jackson 5 number 2, Nsync number 3, and that's Child number 4.